Good morning everyone and welcome to the Royal Commonwealth Pool for the Scottish National Short the 3 days, session 7. My name's Robert Taylor. With me is Tony Rose. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning everybody. Morning Robert.
Nice to be with you again today.
Indeed.
And we'll be taking you through session 7. Tony and I are with you throughout the day, and I'll be with you on the live stream this evening. We've got a pretty full programme again this morning, kicking off with 200 metres individual medley for male and open, and it alternates throughout the morning, as you can see on the screen. So on the first one, George Smith, Matthew Ward, who's been swimming very well. Those will be two of the main ones, I'd imagine, in that one, Tony.
Breaststroker against the backstroker, and also Evan Davidson, look out for him. He's already got a couple of Scottish junior records, swimming really well this meet, so we'll keep an eye for him in the junior events as well.
And that follows 200 free for females, Evie Davis, who's had a good meet. She should be a strong fancy in that one.
Yep.
We have Gregor Swinney doing 100 butterfly. Didn't quite manage to pull it off on the 50, but we want to go one better than that one. Yep. 100 breaststroke, and Hannah Evans has been very, very dominant in that. She'll be hoping to pull that one off as well. Then a couple of 50s, freestyle and backstroke. Then 200 breast for the men. Again, George Smith. And we have Callum Melville, the youngster who used to swim down south, now at University of Stirling.
Yep.
See how he goes. 200 butterfly for the women. Ciara Slauson. Shannon Stott, who swam really, really well last night.
Super swim last night.
As a cracking swim, just missed out on that 400. And 100 backstroke follows. We have an IM.
Yep, backstroke should be good. We've had some cracking backstroke races with Elliot Clogg and Matthew Ward and Robbie Hemmings all battling it out, so they'll resume in the 100 back this evening as well.
I'll finish, of course, with Kieran Bird in the 400 free. He's had a really good meet, so lots to look forward to, Tony.
Yeah, looking forward to this. Day 3. It's been a good weekend so far. See if these swimmers can keep it going into this final day. And we'll be kicking off the racing in a couple of minutes. Officials are already on the pool side. And you can see in the background there the dive pit. That's open for warm-ups. And also the pool to the side as well. So plenty good facilities here at the Commonwealth pool. Attracted a wide range of swimmers up from England, particularly the northeast of England this weekend, but also Mount Kelly and Millfield and London as well. I think a number of the British junior swim squad who are English based have been using this weekend as preparation for the Ontario junior meet that's happening over the weekend next weekend, so a large contingent of British swimmers heading off for that, so it's been great having them here, some young British talent to entertain us. But there you can see the lineup for that first heat in this first event, which is the male and open 200 IM.
As you were saying, Tony, good contingent, especially from the northeast. So in the first one, Newcastle, Borough, Stockton and Sunderland well represented, and it's great to see them coming up year after year and supporting this event. They do that regularly. Know that we'll see them in a few months' time at Edinburgh International.
I'm sure we will. Thomas Traynor in there won the. Pretty sure he won the Scottish Junior title in the 400 IM on the first day. So he's coming back to see if he can repeat that this morning on the 200.
Great to see some of these youngsters getting an opportunity to get junior titles as well. We also had Brox Ridge taking a British junior title earlier in the meet in the 800. It was an 8:21.97, taking a long-held record from Kerry Ann Payne. So
that's right. And
we've had some great swims, Tony.
We have Dean Fern also.
Yeah.
The Aberdeen Dolphin youngster has taken British and Scottish junior records in that 50 back last night, which is a tremendous swim from him.
And Duncan Scott's junior record as well in the The 200 freestyle.
200 freestyle, Evan Davidson.
Evan Davidson.
So that's about, I think we were trying to work that out last night. It's about 10 or 15, 10-year-old record of Duncan. But we're now got the swimmers at the start end. So that's first heat now. So we're just waiting for the referee to give us the starting orders, and we will be off.
Yeah, all the events should have 5 heats. I think yesterday they slid in an extra one for us. But, it's the swim 5, then on to the next event. That replicates itself this afternoon. There will be a mixture depending on the entries. We could have 3 heats, we could have 7 heats.
And we have the additional pleasure of some
distance freestyle.
Female 1500 freestyle this afternoon. So here we go. Nicholas Land, Gregor Ross, Leighton Burr, Thomas Traynor, William Gowler and Jacob Barnett. 15, 16, 17-year-olds in this one, 2:12, 7 to 2:13, 2. So not a lot of time on entry for these guys. Fastest heats this morning, and then there'll be the slower heats this afternoon, as Robert was just explaining. And it's 2 swimmers this end of the side of the pool. That's William Gowler and Jacob Barnett just edging that one by 800ths at the 50. Strong backstroke over there. Gregor Ross in lane 3, coming through a little, but still pretty even.
Is indeed.
Kind of thinking Leighton's probably a bit of a breaststroker because he's slightly behind the rest of them on this backstroke and the fastest qualifier in, but we'll see.
Expect Thomas Traynor to come through. Gregor Ross in 3rd. Wouldn't be surprised if he's actually leading it.
Breaststroker.
A little bit different, a 200 IM to a 400 IM, Tony.
That's half the distance, Robert.
Yeah, but with the breaststroke section, you can come from nowhere in a 400 IM, literally to take it up. A bit harder to do in the 200.
Yep. It's more 4 mini sprints on the 200 IM, which does take a different type of skill set. And it's lane 7. Jacob Barnett has really come through on that breaststroke. He's been up there or thereabouts all the way through all the disciplines, and he's looking strong from City of Sunderland, 16-year-old. As he comes through, I don't think anyone's going to catch him. Thomas is trying hard on this freestyle to come through, as is Laura Stockton's William Gowler, but it's going to be Jacob Barnett, 2:13.23 entry, and he's going to smash that, 2:09. Really nice swim there for him. He should be very pleased with that. That's 3.5 second improvement. Confirmed result there. William Gowler just edging out Thomas Traynor by 0.1.
Good start, first 3 home, all getting improved entry times. We're not certain whether they are PBs, but in a lot of cases they are, Tony.
Jeremy Chitterborough just on the screen there. He's the meet referee. Moving into heat 2. We have Jasper Hall, Newcastle in 1. Royas Kringellis from City of Glasgow in 2. John Taylor, University of Aberdeen Performance in 3. Callum Peebles, East Lothian in 4. Jacob Light from Morpeth in 5. Joshua Robinson, Derwent-side in 6. Max Pelosi, City of Glasgow in 7. And Lewis Doubledam from Durham in lane 8.
Callum Peebles going well in lane 4, Tony. He had a couple of very good swims yesterday.
Yeah. Big improvement on his 200 freestyle, if I remember.
Yeah.
One of that quartet of East Lothian swimmers that dominated Scottish age group swimming at that 17-year-old age group. Yeah. And looking good as backstroke. Historically known as a backstroker, Callum. He's a Youth Academy member. And he has come through well on this backstroke leg, but not getting it all his own way.
Jacob Light from Morpeth, again mentioning Northeast. 3 out of the 4 swimmers from England, from the Northeast, 1 from from Derwent-side and Cumbria.
Yeah, he was. Jacob competed in Aberdeen at the Scottish age groups, and he got silver medal in that one earlier in the year. But it's Callum coming through on the breaststroke, bit of a surprise, but it's looking good. But still pretty close. And Royas Congrelis, breaststroke specialist, coming through. He won this event at Scottish Summer Meet earlier in the year, and he's come through very strong in that breaststroke, and it's pretty close across the 5 of them.
Kind of fancy Callum now to pull away on the freestyle section of Tony.
Yeah, although it's lane 6, Joshua Robinson from Dermot side looking strong, but I don't think he's going to catch Callum. Entry time for Callum was a 2:10.66. I think he's going to get well under that.
Yeah, looks like about another 4-second improvement here coming up for Callum. No, maybe not
It's
quite.
a nice one, but 2:08.02, so he should be pleased with that. And it is.
Good 2.5-second plus.
Yep, Joshua. 2:10, another 2-second improvement there, and John Taylor comes in third. Almost bang on his entry time. That's the result confirmed. Callum Peoples, Joshua Robinson and John Taylor. That's another solid swim there from Callum. And we race into now, this is the first of the circle seeded heats, so the fastest 24 get rotated round those 3 heats. With the fastest in heat 5, second fastest in 4, third fastest in 3, and so on.
Looks like you've done your homework on how to seed it, Tony.
I'm sure you taught me well, Robert.
Yeah.
Taught me well.
Tony says the fastest in this heat, peer screening. If it all goes to times, we would see a narrow formation. Let's see how that develops, especially in the 3 seeded heats.
So I'd expect, as expected, Andrew Bertoli won the 200 fly last night. And so he's edging it after the first 50 on the fly. 25.88, that's a big uplift. Also Evan Davidson in lane 3. He's had a cracking championships, Perth City swimmer.
Yeah, 1:47.90 I think he did last night to take that junior record from Duncan Sott, no less.
Yep, that's not a bad scalp to take, is it? And it's Josh Press, sorry. He's come through very strongly on that backstroke. He's now ahead of Andrew Bertoli. And coming through is Adam Graham as well, the Millfield school swimmer. Good to see them up here. He's not wearing their customary green cap,
nope.
But it's almost a diagonal line there across the 5 swimmers from 6.23. Evan coming through strongly. He's got a real mature race head on him for somebody still in his junior years, coached by Elaine Johnston at Strathallan School and Ann Dixon at Perth City, and he's coming through really well. But it's going to be Josh Press. Entry time for him was a 2:04.65. Did a 2:04 dead at Bucks recently, so he's got improved form coming into this meet. And Evan Davidson just slowly easing himself up to second. Great swimming. He might even win this one.
Really good swim here from Evan. I think, yeah.
Just misses
just touched out, but.
And that is, for Evan Davidson, a Scottish junior record. So he carries on in the heat.
Yeah.
I'm not sure he might have expected that.
I don't think he
in
would
a
have
heat swim, but that's pretty impressive for him. And his coaches will be absolutely delighted with that. Shout out to them. There you go. That's got us woken up.
That's an early start for us. One thing we have to watch out for, which we just about missed yesterday, was Dean Fern, because he didn't, in the heats, break the Scottish junior record, but he broke the British one, because it's 15 and under. Up in Scotland it's 16 and under. Indeed. So it's slightly different definitions for a junior.
Slightly odd, but there we go. Which is why some of the Scottish junior records are faster than the British ones, which you wouldn't expect to see, but that's the reason.
But for Dean Fern, he's got both as a 15-year-old. So on to heat number 4. Oscar Dodds from Leicester in 1. Jamie Allison, University of Aberdeen Performance 2. Lewis Maxwell, Derwent Side 3. Matthew Ward, Bath University 4. Isaac Dodds, Collegio Jersey in 5. In 6, however, Sugal Love, Edinburgh University. And So in fact, Iver's not there. At 7, Mika van Blerk, University of Aberdeen Performance, and 8, Luke McGee, City Sunderland.
No surprise here, Matthew Ward taking a bit of a lead on the backstroke. He's already won 200 back. Just missed out on 100. He also medalled in the 200 free, 55.75. So it's over half a second. Faster than the previous heat. See whether he can. That was a fast second half in the last heat.
And this going a bit more predictably to what we would expect. Means 3 and 4 and 5 very prominent.
Won the Commonwealth Youth Games, Matthew Ward, in this event. 3rd at European Juniors as well, so he's a really strong prospect. Moved to Bath University Performance setup. He's a podium potential swimmer, and he's looking strong, showing his versatility across all 4 strokes in this IM. That was a great shot of him there. And
certainly pushing it on this morning, even in the heats, Tony.
He really is going for this, and his entry time was 1:59.03, and he's going to get well under that here. My goodness, what a that! He's taken a leaf out of Evan's book and gone for it in the heat as well. 1:57.34. It's nearly 2 seconds improvement on his entry time.
Yeah, you don't often get that in the morning heats, especially when you're in the middle lane. The swimmers quite often just do what they need.
Although interesting, when I had speaking to Scott Quinn when he was doing the live stream on Friday night, we were discussing the fact that a lot of these swimmers are now knowing they're going to swim at these big international meets, and to get in a final they've got to go flat out in the morning. And translating into meets like this, that same mentality, you just go as hard as you can in the heat, because otherwise you never know, it might not be, you might not get another chance. And that is increasingly happening as they just fine-tune their kind of international kind of thought process to say that. So Matthew probably adopting that one here, not cruising at all.
So no George Smith, no Jad El Ghazizi. So we have in 1 Finlay Davis from Midlothian, 2 Tom Robinson, University of Aberdeen Performance, 3 is David Annis, Wolverhampton School. Lanes 4 is empty, 5 Tony Joe Trent Oliver, University of Stirling, 6 J Manners Derwentside, 7 is empty, and 8 Fergus Thompson from Mount Kelly.
So a strong start there, David Annis, the Royal Wolverhampton swimmer, 17 years old, almost matching turn by turn there. Tony Joe Trent Oliver, University of Stirling swimmer, finalled in this event last year when he did his entry time, and he's 2:01.2, so I'm sure he'll be vying to get under that 2-minute barrier, and he's turning in 56.72 there. Finlay Davis in lane 1 going strongly, the Midlothian swimmer, looking strong. And they're pretty spread out really, aren't they?
They are indeed. Not much between David and Tony Joe. Tony Joe just coming through now to take it up. He's got a very slightly faster entry time than David, just over a second, 2:01, 2:00.12. I think both these guys are just doing enough, not pushing it as we saw in that previous heat.
They know what they need to do. A number of the top qualified swimmers aren't swimming in this one, so it gives everyone else an opportunity. There'll be 2 finals this evening, an A and a B, and that's what these guys are working towards. Pretty sure they're going to comfortably be in the A final.
Jay Manners trying to finish strongly to get 3rd ahead of Finlay Davis.
And he does. So we'll just wait. If you've been watching the live stream already, you'll notice that at the end of each event, the swimmers in rank order throughout the morning's swims, they're there. And after this screen, you'll see provisional finalists 1 to 8, and provisional B will be 9 to 16. So there we have it, everyone through to David Annis. So Tony Joe did get into that one from that last heat.
Jay Manners probably just dropped into the B final. Of course, these are, Tony says, provisional, because we have the same event this afternoon.
So Callum Peebles just missing out. He'll be First reserve in that one. Luke McGee there, 1500, 800 specialist, just having a go at the IM.
For some of the ones further down, they'll be quite delighted with some of the times. People like Thomas Trona winning, coming through in that second position in the very first heat.
So that's the first event completed, and we're moving on now, as you see, to the female 200 freestyle. Again, 5 heats. Georgia Dickey, Dumfries in 1, Orla McInnes from Heart of Midlothian in 2. In 3, we have Olivia Martin from Mount Kelly, Kaylin Hall, University of Aberdeen Performance in 4, Alice Forrest, Derwentside in 5, Mia McLeod, Swim It in 6, Holly Marshall, Repton School in lane 7, 2:06.1 to 2:07 entry time, so on paper this should be very close.
Never works out like that, Tony, does it?
Very rarely. But you never know.
Kaylin Hall off to a nice strong start. 28.73.
Oh, she has moved out. Orla Holly Marshall here from Repton going with her. And Orla McInnes over there in lane 2, youngster from Heart of Midlothian. But it's definitely Kaylin and Holly. Kaylin was going to be the halfway leader here. 1:0.27, entry time 2:06, so 31 second 50. So if she can give that going around the 32-33 mark, she will be getting in around her entry. Mia McLeod, the 16-year-old, trying to keep up with him.
Looks like Holly Marshall just beginning to get herself into the lead. Neptune swimmer. Not much in it though.
No, but this is good swimming. 31.83 there, so if she can keep that going into this final 50 and even pick it up a little, she's going to be in the 2:04 territory, which would be a nice improvement on her entry. Looking very strong there. Big kick out the wall for Holly.
No, she's gone well clear. It's very strong swim.
This is excellent swimming in the first heat here, putting a marker down for the rest of them.
Well, that is
2:03.66.
Well, almost 3.5 seconds, 3 1/3 seconds. Mia McLeod comes through to take second, 2:07.28. It's a little bit over her entry time, as was Kaylin Hall on 2:07.87.
Super swim from Holly. She's set the standard for the rest of them now.
I wonder if that would be good enough to get her close to possibly even a B final.
Possibly. If there were a C, she'd absolutely be in there. With a B, it's just on the margins, I would say, assuming everyone swims to entry, which isn't always guaranteed. So we'll just keep an eye on that one. She's going to be pretty close. Not often you get a finalist from the first heat. Be good to see if she can make that later on today.
Full house in Heat 2, Amy Shields, Edinburgh University in 1, 2 Paige van der Westhuizen, who I'm sure will go out very strongly, Tony, in lane 2, 3 Phoebe Arbuckle, Warner Baths, 4 is Emily Maxwell, Derwentside, 5 Catherine Renfrew, Perth City, 6 Isabel Wood, Edinburgh University, 7 Holly McGill, University of Stirling, and 8 Sophie Main, Edinburgh University.
Pretty close in this first 50. Bit different to the last heat. We sort of started to spread out pretty quickly last time, but this one's just around a second between all 8 swimmers.
Very much around the same time as our previous heat. Interesting to see how Holly McGill goes. Very much backstroker, but she's in the mix here at this early stage on the freestyle.
Yep.
2 centre lanes, Catherine Renfrew. Perth City coming through strongly to challenge.
She's had a good meet, Catherine.
It is Catherine Renfrew who just sneaks into the lead by 2 hundredths from Emily Maxwell. Holly McGill close behind in third. This is where they'll want to push on, Paige van der Westhuizen over in lane 2, also trying to get herself into the mix.
Yeah, she took the junior title, Catherine, in the 100 freestyle. Also took it in the 100 fly. So she's had a good meet so far, Catherine, and she's showing that form coming in to this 200 freestyle as well.
Fairly similar split to the previous heat, but maybe not got the same momentum that we had from Holly Marshall. But she's still half a body length clear. Paige van der Westhuizen is finishing extremely strongly in lane 2 to put in a late surge, but Catherine's pulling out a little bit extra to just hold on, I think. Paige in second and Emily third.
So
it's a very good time, 2:03.95. Takes just over 3/4 of a second off that 2:04.76. Paige van der Westhuizen, also nice BPB. We move on to first of the second series heats. 1, Elena Morgan, University of Stirling. 2, Rebecca Reid, Aberdeen. 3, Drew Mackenzie, Edinburgh University. 4 is Holly Hibbert from Bath University. 5, Nellie Kinch, University of Stirling. 6, Elise Cousins, Perth City. 7, Amelia Bloxridge from the city of Salford. 8, Florence Tinsley, University of Stirling. It'll be interesting to see how the 14-year-old Amelia Bloxridge goes in what probably for her is a sprint 200 freestyle.
This is about 600 too little for her. She had a good 400 last night, came Amelie. She came from not nowhere, but in that last 50 she won a 29 point or something and blasted in to snatch it.
Snatched it at the death by about 1300s.
So look out for that in this race as well. See whether she can, but I think it probably takes her 200 to get going, Amelie.
Yeah, she just got up and Shannon Stott probably thought that she'd done enough to get that one, but it was a great race.
Yeah, as we said, I think already Amelie got the British junior record in the 800 on the first night. So 59.44.
It's a very strong start from Elise, but it needs to be.
Yep, she's definitely going for it, the Perth City swimmer. Holly just easing in to the lead in this third 50.
Yeah, using all her experience, so Tony, she knows what she has to do. She's been over the course and distance a long time.
Yep.
And 1:31.12 as she moves into the lead. Delhi still in touch with Holly and Nellie.
Here comes Amelie.
Mackenzie trying to also get herself into position here. Well, it's very much on seeding, 4.536. Ellie's Cousins still. That place could be a vital one.
And here does come Amelie, powering through on that last 50, as she did last night. She does it again.
Yeah, I just in the corner of my eyes just saw this yellow cap coming through, flying at the end. And
the Bloxridge Express does it again.
2:01.76. So Holly Nellie Kinch, I think, will be guaranteed the A final. We'll see about the third place.
That's all bunching around the 2:03.66,
so
2:03 point, and
that's a sort of margin for certainly B final. I think Holly Marshall will find herself every chance of getting a swim.
She's certainly in the mix. It's going to be very, very tight, but let's focus on this race. Olivia Butler in 1, Evie Dilley, Millfield in 2, Libby Freeman, Morpeth in 3, Holly Widows, Mount Kelly in 4, Shannon Stott, City of Sheffield in 5, Michaela Glenster, Uni of Stirling in 6, Emma Price, Boris Stockton in 7, Elizabeth Land, Newcastle in lane 8.
Millfield Schools Evie Dilley off very strongly.
Yeah,
just fractionally behind Holly Widows, 27.40, and this one's a lot faster, Tony. They've seen the times and they realise, we need to do a 2:02, 2:03 or better to be guaranteed the A final.
I think that's exactly right. They know what they have to do. It's always an advantage of As you go through the heats, you can either speed up or slow down if that's how you choose to do it, to get yourself in that final.
Very strong start, 9:57.94. So
it's quite a bit faster than the previous.
The whole field all under the minute. So they're keen to get at least a B final.
It's a strong swim here from Holly.
Sonia capturing the black cap in lane 8. Elizabeth Land from Newcastle swim team. She is 8th, but she was still under a minute.
So looking at 2:01.22 here. Evie Dilley medalled in the 200 IM, and she's carrying on in this, but a really fast finish from Shannon Stott. Having been the victim of a fast finish last night, she's not taken any chances this morning. So she's coming back really well. Is she going to catch Holly Widows? She's taking it to the wire. Is she going to do it? I think Holly might just edge it. No, Shannon gets it. Well done her. 2:08.89. 2:00.89. Second, Holly Widows, and third, Evie Dilley. So they are all clear in the 2 minutes 2:01. So I'm pretty sure they'll get themselves in an A final.
I'm pretty certain that Holly Marshall from that first heat, Tony, will be in the B final. It's looking at the moment. She's 8th fastest.
Very good.
Catherine Renfrew and Drew McKenzie at the moment 9th and 10th. So they'll probably, with a bit of luck, also be back this evening. We'll see how this one goes. Lara Thompson, Edinburgh University, no show. And Susan McNair in 2, Stirling Swimming. 3, Sophie Davis, Millfield School. 4, Evie Davis, University of Stirling. 5, Maddie Robertson, University of Stirling. 6, Sky Carter, Basildon Phoenix. 7 is Mary Craig, Edinburgh University. And 8, Mary Mishenko from University of Aberdeen Performance.
Good start from Evie. She was a finalist at the Under-23 European Championships earlier in the year. Sky Carter going with her. Sky's had a good meet. She's a member of the British junior team, and she got silver in the 50 and bronze in the 100. So has had a good weekend thus far. But Evie Davis, University of Stirling, looking very strong.
Again, a very fast split at halfway. She is the fastest coming into the meet.
So it's slightly slower than the previous. They were all under the minute in that previous heat at the 100. But not all of them in this time, so got to pick up if they want to get in those A and B finals.
4 of them under the minute at halfway. Sky Carter 59.60. So she's got work to do in 4th place. She wants to get in 2 in the 130s. But Evie Davis certainly.
This looks like it could be under 2 minutes here, I think.
Yeah. Unless
she just eases up. She knows she doesn't have to go too fast, but kicking out the wall, she's keeping it going.
Mandy Robertson will be looking good for the A final as well in 2nd place. And very tight.
So just over the 2 minute mark there.
Sophie Davis just touched out by Sky Carter, and that might be the difference. I think all 4 of them will be in the A final though, Tony.
Good stuff.
Sophie Davis on 2:02, 37 in 4th.
There we go. 1 to 8 are in the A final. And there we have it.
Yeah, Sophie scrapes in. And that drops Amelia Blockridge into the B final. Not that she'll be worried about that, Tony, I'm sure.
That's fine. It's not her meant, and she'll have another swim, and that's
Catherine
pretty close
Renfrew,
there. Looking at a second.
Good to see Catherine Renfrew. I think Mary Craig might have also been in there.
Good swimming. So that's the top swimmers from this morning through to Phoebe.
Yeah,
she's got
again 200 not her strongest event. Phoebe Arbuckle better over the longer distances.
Yeah, she's got 1500 later on, I think. So that'll be a nice, pretty much warm up for her.
So that's 2 down. Our third event is the male and open 100 metres butterfly. Six go in this one. Of course, those provisional A and B finals could change because the swimmers have half an hour after results are announced to either stick with it or withdraw. So there could be slight adjustments.
And we have this afternoon swims, and we have had
we have
swims in the afternoon
so
through into finals, so it can all change. It's rare, but it does happen. We had a number of them yesterday. So we'll see.
Logan Ward, University of Stirling in 2, William Gowler, Borough Stockton 3, Oscar Blanchard, Mount Kelly College in 4, Oliver Bradley, Aquajets of Newcastle 5, Rory Young, City Glasgow 6, Brendan Johnston, University of Aberdeen Performance and 7, Oscar Blanchard, Mount Kelly in 4, off to a strong start, 26-27. Coming down, now coming under a wee bit pressure, Rory Young coming through very strongly.
Good to see Rory going well here.
And Rory Young's
swimming a long time, and he's going to take it. 57.39 for Rory. Well done to him.
Be delighted with that. But half a second faster than his entry time. 58.02 he came into the meet.
It was an excellent age grouper, Rory, and went on a bit of a plateau, but he's got back into swimming at Glasgow University, and that's a great swim for him there.
Very much this is his event, Rory, and good to see, as you say. All 8 go in our second heat. They are 1 Cameron Creaney, University of Stirling, 2 Scott Fleming, South Lanarkshire, 3 Joe Schwart, Collegiate of Jersey, 4 Andrew Arthur, University of Stirling, 5 Lewis Burrell, University of Aberdeen Performance, 6 Isaac Buchan, Borough of Stockton, 7 Callum Cox, Mount Kelly College, and 8 Zach Slater, East Lothian Swim Team. 56s through to the high 57s. Andrew Arthur.
Strong start from Andrew. He had a good
start.
100 IM last night. He had a good race, and he's really gone out strong. Looking fantastic, Andrew. He's really clearly coming back to form. Again, another one of these swimmers who's been a strong age grouper all the way through the ranks, got himself into uni, and has found a second wind. Entry time 56.70, but he's going to beat that by a margin. This is a very strong swim from Andrew. He's going to be in the 54-55 mark. Very good swim from Andrew, 55.45.
That's a nice 1 second and a quarter improvement on that entry time, so very strong swim from Andrew.
That's going to be in C-final territory. Let's keep an eye on that one.
As you say, Tony, Andrew 21 now. 3 years ago, when we had the COVID problem, some of these lads moving into uni wouldn't get much opportunity to swim, so you know, it's taken them a couple of years to get back to maybe where they wanted to be.
Indeed, but he's stuck at it, which is good to see. Into this first of the circle seeded heats, Thomas Maskell, Derwentsside in 1, Chris Muir, University of Stirling in 2, Kieran Lennox, University of Aberdeen Performance in 3, Jamie Robertson, University of Stirling in 4, Stefan Kravich, East Lothian in 5, Brodie Gordon-Gibson, Edinburgh Uni in 6, Matthew Cairns, Newcastle in 7, and Albert Bangan, University of Stirling in 8. So this is the fastest heats starting, but it's pretty close across the pool. Not too much between them all. 25.18 for Stefan. Jamie Robertson and Brodie Gordon-Gibson. Stefan had an excellent 200 freestyle and also 100 freestyle earlier in the meet. He's the Scottish national champion at 100 free now. So is he going to double up on this 100 fly? Brodie going well as well in lane 6. This is very close across 4 swimmers here.
Brodie Gordon-Gibson, I think
it's going to be Brodie.
He's going to take this.
And he does.
Yeah.
54.
Very tight, wasn't it?
1100s between him and Stefan. 54.44, and then another 1100s or 800s between Stefan and Jamie. So that's the benchmark.
Our fourth heat. And all 8 go. We have Benjamin Sheehan, Edinburgh University in 1. 2 Peter Allen, University of Stirling. 3 Brogan Hyde, University of Stirling. Then 4 Thomas Carswell, 5 Ben Carr, 6 Callum Rose, 7 Stephen Clegg, all Edinburgh University. And 8 Aidan Kay, City Glasgow. Thomas Carswell, 52.30. Maybe just shades it from Brogan Hyde. Carswell 4th at the short course.
So going out well here, Thomas.
Ben Carr trying to get involved as well. 24.62 at halfway. And these guys having to go pretty strongly to guarantee an A final.
No, want to get in the A final, and it's not all of them going to make it, I don't think.
And in lane 2, Peter Allen looks good for 3rd at least, but Thomas Carswell, Brogan Hyde, and I think Peter Allen, that's the 1, 2, 3, 53. Very much fast on the previous heat, 53.07. Yep. 53.83 and 53.86. Ben Carr on the margin, 54.47, yep. Just a fraction slower than I think it was Stefan.
Stefan, yeah, and the 3rd swimmer as well with 54.6.
Yeah.
So I think
Stefan Kravis on the margin in 5th place. So we move on to the final heat. Angela Gian, Contini, Newcastle swim team in 1. 2 Rory McKinnon, City Glasgow. 3 Riccardo Lucarelli, University of Stirling. 4 Gregor Swinney, City Glasgow. 5 Nick Finch, Chelsea and Westminster. 6 is Salvador Gordo, University of Stirling. 7 Tom Robertson, Edinburgh University. And 8 Robbie Hemmings, Bath University.
Strong start again across the pool. It is though Gregor Swinney, Nick Finch not far behind. Riccardo Lucarelli there in 3. Had a really good 200 fly in the B final last night. He didn't quite pace his heat right, but he's got this one better, I think.
Swinney looks comfortable at the moment. I don't think you'll worry if he doesn't take this. Swinney and Finch.
Robert Fleming, Robbie Hemmings going well as well in 8.
Lane 3, Salvador Gordo took 3rd. I think that just
it's very close to get into this
I think that
A final, I think.
Just into the A final on a 54.31.
Yeah. So this is going to be...
That will be confirmed in just a wee moment. Well, he did get in, and Stefan Kravitz just scraped in. 54.44. Ben Carr just dropping into the B final.
And that's provisional C final at the moment. Could change this afternoon. Just wait to see.
And as you said, Tony Andrew Arthur, 55.45. Good enough for a C final. At the moment, that is. These are provisional. It's a big ask for some of the swimmers this afternoon, who will be on times that are in excess of 58 seconds to get something around 55 and a half.
It's going to be a tricky one, but you never know.
Yeah. So, on to 100 breaststroke, 5 heats in lane number 2, Ella McDonald from Highland Swim Team. 3, Katie Caldwell, Morgan Bearsden. 4, Perry Scobie, Stirling Swimming. 5, Gigi Slater, Glasgow University. 6, Tegan Black, East Lothian Swim Team. And 7, Ely McNair, Morgan Bearsden. Favourite event for Perry Scobie. She's had a pretty good meet so far. 1:14.20, she's the fastest entry in this one, through to Ely McNair. Morgan Bearsden, 1:15.13, so less than a second cover all 6 on entry times. Nice start from Katie Caldwell, Ely's teammate in lane 2. Perry Scobie well there.
So pretty even though across the pool. Hard to tell from that angle, on that angle, but it's going to be Katie, I think, and Perry won the Scottish Summer Meet, Katie, and was silver at West Districts, so she's got good form coming in here, the 17-year-old.
Perry, a finalist at so the age groups are now just beginning to pull through quite strongly.
That was a great third length there from her, just went in just level with Katie and has come out a couple of body lengths ahead. Entry time 1:14.
Great swim here from Periscope. Nice improvement on that entry time as well. 1:13.96. Takes about a quarter of a second off her time.
Getting under that 1:14, so that's nice.
Excellent. Tegan Black, 1:15.87. She just stayed her third, 1:15.94.
Into heat 2 we have Katie Coventry, Morpeth in 1, Emily McGee, Dundee City Aquatics in 2, Charlotte Thompson from Midlothian in 3, Ciara Davison, Edinburgh Uni in 4, Sarah Smith, Warrender Baths in 5. In 6 we've got Millie McCammack, City of Sunderland, Ella McGeorge, Steprock in 7, and Katie Stobbs, Aquajets in Newcastle in 8. I don't think that Perry's gone for a swim down. I think it's his pair of goggles or a cap in the pool somewhere. There we go.
I didn't want to mention when we were doing a live stream there, I did see a cap as Perry was coming down second length. It did look like a white cap. Thanks for Perry collecting that.
She did well to keep going. It can be quite distracting, but all swimmers now really pretty much all of them wear 2 caps. Put a cap on, then put your goggles on with the strap over the bottom cap and put another cap on top of it. It just helps secure everything in, and that worked for Perry in that occasion because she still had another cap on. So all good.
Yeah, that sometimes happens, and that's how the disqualifications occur, Tony.
How's that work?
Well, you must bring both arms forward together, and if you are swimming and you suddenly stop to adjust your goggles, then the arms are not coming forward. So as a result, it's a disqualification. And that's what sometimes happens with swimmers if the cap comes off and the goggles go a bit skew-whiff.
But none of that at the moment in this race. Emily McGee, Ciara Davidson and Zara Smith all within 0.6 of each other. Fastest qualifier into this was Ciara Davidson, national age group finalist. Scottish Summer Meet medalist in Zara Smith as well, but it's line 2, Emily McGee, Dundee City Aquatic swimmer, did a 1:12 recently at the Midland District Meet, so she's done faster than her entry time, and it looks like she might well beat that again now. She swum this really well, Emily, and she's going to come in a 1:12.18, so that's another improvement.
Excellent swim from Emily. Ciara Davison just a little bit over her entry time. On to the first of the 3 Sanctuary City heats. One is Amy McLeod, City of Glasgow. 2, Ellie Kennedy, City of Glasgow. 3, Mabel Moya, Repton. 4, Theodora Taylor, Toffin Dolphins. 5, Nelson MacDonald, Edinburgh University. 6, Erin Taylor from Finns. 7, Sarah Kravitz, East Lothian Swim Team. And 8, Ailey Robertson from South Ayrshire. No big sister coming later, or is she? She's coming in the last heat. Ailey's big sister. Outside lane, South Ayrshire swimmer. That Theodora Taylor, the 14-year-old from Toffin Dolphins, 1:07.60 entry time, 32:41. And it should be on the screen. That wonderful arrow formation we actually have almost the arrow formation at last, Tony.
Yeah, Ailsa MacDonald here has won medals in both of the IMs. Just trying to push this through into the breaststroke, but in third.
This is a very dominant swim from Theodora.
Second at the Commonwealth Youth Games and showing good form there. 107.78, so just over her entry. So it's a good swim for her. Also second at EOF Theodora, so good, exciting young talent. Showing her form in that heat with a pretty dominant victory there. Pretty sure that will get her a centre lane in the A final.
Good time from Ellie Kennedy in lane 2. We'll pick on that in just a wee moment or two, because there is also a junior title. On to our fourth heat. Seren Talanta, Morpeth in 1. 2, Maya Rogers, Wonderbass Club. 3, Anna Boley. And 4, Anna Morgan, both Edinburgh University. 5, Lily Booker, Loughborough University. 6, Charlotte Bianchi. 7, Phoebe Cooper, both from the city of Sheffield. And 8, Louise Edmonds, Edinburgh University. Nice strong start from the Morpeth swimmer, Seren Talanta. The 2 middle lanes, Anna Morgan, Lily Booker just have it 32.17, 32.19. Seren about a quarter second further back.
So Lily has won medals and won the 400, I think, second in 200 IM, Lily. So she's showing good form again into the breaststroke here, with Anna Morgan more of a breaststroke specialist. Just taking it, but she's hanging on in there as Lily. This is going to be tight. Seren Talanta still on third over there in 1. Is Lily going to edge Anna out? She does. 108.02, she doesn't. Dead heat, 108.02 for both Lily and Anna. And third, Hannah Bowley, just edging out Seren Talanta by 6/100th of a second. But that was good swimming from all 4 of them. Phoebe Cooper just maybe on the margins of that A final. We'll see at the end of this one.
We'll have to go light the clappers for us to get a swim off on a 108.02, Tony.
So in this one,
Hannah Evans will be strong fancying this.
Indeed, she was very impressive yesterday. And Lucy Stove in 1, Dundee City Aquatic, Sophie Brasington, Mount Kelly in 2, Erin Robertson, Basingstoke in 3, Angharad Evans, Stirling University in 4, Katie Goodburn in 5 for Edinburgh Uni, Nuala Gow Gary in 6, Anna Finlay Derwent-side in 7, and Jasmine Smith, Edinburgh Uni in lane 8.
Just quickly come back, Ellie Kennedy 1:12.51, the 15-year-old from City Glasgow has the fastest time from the earlier heats, so at the moment she's in pole position for the junior title,
good,
which will be awarded this evening. At the moment, and Hannah Evans well clear, 31.03.
These two were first and second in the 50, so it's the same order in this 100 as well.
Erin Robertson, Ellie's big sister, going very nicely in 3rd place. Nice to see her back competing at short course after not doing these for a number of years. Now down in Basingstoke. And Harrod 105.99.
Good swim there.
Katie and Erin almost together, 109.47, 109.79. Erin Robertson.
So that's not far off Angharrad's entry time.
Yeah. And that will get them swims those top 3 this evening in the A final. We'll be back. There we have, and at the moment the Morpeth youngster Seren Talanta 109.97 in last position. So 110.03.
Yeah, so Phoebe did just miss out.
Yeah. At the moment, Erin Taylor, Ellie Kennedy, provisional reserves for the final.
So Zara just missing out on that C final, unless there are some withdrawals. There does tend to be more withdrawals as you go through the weekend, but we'll see.
So it's splash and dash, Tony.
Yeah, should be good.
Male and open, Ewan Beattie in 0 from University of Aberdeen Performance. 2 is Magnus Morris, round 96. 3 Callum Cox, Mount Kelly. 4 Thomas English, Chesterley Street. 5 Samuel Lawman, Tadcaster. 6 Brodie Gordon Gibson, Edinburgh University. And 7 Jensen Norris from Perth City.
So it should be good.
23.70, 23.90. Not a lot much to choose between them. There's not much at the moment, Tony.
No, it's Samuel Lawman, Thomas English, Brodie Gordon Gibson. Samuel's looking the strongest out the wall.
Great turn.
Not going to be breathing much as they go down here. Is Brodie going to come back at him? Those long arms of Brodie's, are they going to touch out? Samuel just going to miss out. 23.25, 23.39. Both nice improvements on their entries. Magnus Morris third, 23.85. That's again going to be teetering on the final territory. We'll see how these guys get on.
1 Liam Dawson, University of Stirling. 2 Finlay Sang, City Glasgow. Louis Laurer, teammate in 3. 4 Lucas Lowry, Aquajets Newcastle. 5 Joseph Keeley, Trafford Metro. 6 No Show. 7 Maris Congelis in 7 Luke Shaw rather, Edinburgh University. And 8 Ben Kelly, Warder Bascom. Strong start from Lucas Lowry in 4, Tony.
Very good dive and first length, and a really good turn as well. Also going well in 7 here. Luke Shaw, the Edinburgh Uni swimmer.
He's got this, Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw from Lucas Lowry. And in 1.
23.14.
Well, that's a
nice swim.
Dead heat 1 and 2. 23.14. Winning time.
23.14, 23.65, and 2 on 23.68. Moving into circle seeded heats.
We never had any swim-offs yesterday, Tony. Wonder if we'll have any later today.
I think there might be in this 53 is always a good chance of that.
Dean Ferman 1 Aberdeen Dolphins, Empty Lane 2, 3 Angela Gianni Contini, Newcastle Swim Team. 4 Harry Stacey, Lancing College. 5 Rory McKinnon, City Glasgow. 6 teammate Gregor Swinney. 7 Louis Spurrow, University of Aberdeen Performance. 8 Joseph Edgar, Derwent South. Harry Stacey and Rory McKinnon in 4 and 5 at the moment. Also over on the far side, Dean Fern and Harry Stacey's got this. Rory McKinnon close for 3rd. Gregor Swinney takes 3rd, just ahead of Dean Fern.
That's good swim there for Harry.
Dean Fern in a 23.13 in 4th position, was faster than the previous heat, so that will maybe put him in the margin for a B final.
Swally Talib in 1, Jacob Mills in 2, Bruno Kempster in 3, Thomas Carswell in 4, Brogan Hyde in 5, Adam Metcalf in 6, Finlay Clubb in 7, and Kieran Lennox in 8. Thomas Carswell, 22 dead, entry time here. And he's gone off like a rocket, and he's already got half a body length. Good turn out the water quick though in lane 3 was Bruno Kempster, the Edinburgh University swimmer, and he's coming through strongly. Is he going to catch Thomas? I don't think he is. 22.51 for Thomas. 22.7 I think 4 for Bruno. Adam Metcalf gets 3rd. So 22 is I think going to be the minimum entry requirement for a final.
Yeah.
It's already 6 of them, I think. So let's see what happens in this one. Finlay Strachan 1, Adam Ritchie in 2, Harry Robinson in 3, David Cumberledge in 4, Nick Finch in 5, Chris Muir in 6, Harry Sharp in 7, and Aidan Kay in 8.
Cumberledge will be a strong fancy. He's off to a good strong start, as you'd expect in 4. Where he leads by half a body length, and it'll be fantastic turn that he gets. And he's got this one wrapped up. Nick Finch, Harry Robinson. Well, that's going to be the 1, 2, 3, I think, Tony.
21.76. That's good.
And top three will all be there very
Yeah.
fast, well under the 23-minute mark. I don't think Adam Ritchie's
Should be in the
gonna
B
see-
though. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, joint 7th for the A final there. There's your provisional finalists. Joint 9th, so just missed out on a swim off
as
there.
well, yeah.
16th through to Sam Loman. And then the final 3, 8 swimmers. There you have it for. And we have 3 swimmers in 22nd on 23.68. Oh, yeah, that is close. Look at that. 23.64 through. So Aidan Cage is missing out, but that's in theory going to be some very close racing later on this evening in that 53, as we thought might be the case.
And at the moment, thankfully, no swim-offs for any of
They
these
tried
guys.
hard. There were 3 lots of times there where you had more
was
than
on the
one
margin.
swimmer, but all of them just outside the need for swim-offs. Now we move on to the next event, which is the female 50 back. We have Jade Blake, Uni Sterling in 1, Layla Pimlott in 3, Mount Kelly, Layla Weatherspoon, Hearts in 4, Lucy Hitchin, Edinburgh Uni in 5, Zoe Crawford first in 6, and Ailey Armstrong, East Lothian in 7. Layla in lane 4, she was the junior champion in the 53 last night. She's got a strong backstroke as well. And she's off to a good start. On the outside of her is Lucy Hitchin, the Edinburgh Uni swimmer. And these are good start here for all of those swimmers. Good turn from Layla. Entry was a 30.34. Is she going to get under the 30, do you think? They are. 29.7 by Lucy Hitchin. So that's setting the standard already. 29.89 for Layla. 30.26. Into heat 2. So that is going to be
Katie Blunt.
peppering the final times, I would think.
Should be Tony. Yeah. Katie Blunt, City Sunderland 1, Rosie Foster, Wanderbass 2, Jessica Lawton, City Bristol 3, Rachel Saunders, Glasgow University 4, 5, Lucy Lucas, Edinburgh University, and in 6 her teammate Faith Huda, 7, Madison Cool, University of Aberdeen Performance, and 8, Catherine Renfrew from Perth City. Well,
good turn there from lane 5, Lucy Lucas. Going out very strong though.
Just a lot enough also well.
Oh, look at that turn there in lane 3 from Jessica. She's smashing this one. This is going to be 28 maybe. 29.05.
I think she'll be back at least probably C final for that,
Oh, I
Tony.
would think that's going to be C or B, I would think. That's a super swim from Jessica.
Also, Catherine Renfrew from outside lane 30.01. Very good swim from her.
Yep. So moving into the circle seeded heats.
Lane 3, Kiana Kurtza, Wanderbass Club. 2 is Gabby Freeman, Morpeth. 3, Yasmin Hammerlane, Edinburgh University. 4, Florence Tinsley, University of Stirling. 5, Isabella Hindley of Borough. In 6, Ina Colbert, Edinburgh University. 7, Emma Price, Borough Stockton. And 8, Fern Crichton, Dundee City Aquatics. Notice they're actually taking the swimmers out, not keeping them in for the backstroke this morning.
Yeah, they were keeping them in on Friday, I think.
So it could well be that we're fine for running time this morning and just taking them out. So a strong start in lane 3 from Yasmin Hammerline. Also well there, Florence Tinsley and Isabella Hindley in 4 and 5.
Pretty close across the 3 of them, isn't it?
And a nice
Good
turn
turns
in
again,
lane 5.
12 metres.
And Isabella Hindley from the Loughborough Performance Centre. Going to take this 28.28, 28.55 for Florence. Jasmine Hammerline 29.09.
So that 29.05 from Jessica still has her in third.
Looking good.
And heat 4, Josephine Klein in 1, Amy Shields in 2, Nellie Kinch in 3, Emily Grant in 4, Libby Freeman in 5, Holly McGill in 6, Anna Green in 7, and Ella Shields in 8. This is going to be fine margins in this 50 back. I think it's...
Yep. 2 Shields sisters in the same heat. Amy in 2, big sister Ellis in lane 4, both now swimming at Edinburgh University, ex-Mulgine Bearsden and City Glasgow swimmers.
And we've got the Freeman sisters as well.
Indeed.
They won in the 100 last night. I think one of them, Gabby, won the 100 in the BC final, and Libby won the B final. But back in this 50, good start in lane 4. Emily Grant, Edinburgh University swimmer. Not a lot between these swimmers. Oh, this is close, isn't it? Look at that turn again from Emily. Libby Freeman going with her, 17-year-old from Morpeth. She's motoring on this last 25 and she may well take it. She does, 28.78.
Top 2 under the 29 seconds, so they'll be back this evening.
29.05 from Jessica,
Might
still in the top 8.
Yes, might get
1
into
heat to go.
Yeah, Jessica's got every chance of being in the A final with that 29.05.
Into this final heat, Katie Rose in 1, Marie Wood in 2, Emma Scobie in 3, Blythe Kinsman in 4, Caitlin Ebbage in 5, Melissa Mainwaring in 6, Kira Morris in 7, Eve Wood in 8.
Great to see Emma Scobie still giving it everything. 26 now. Kirkintilloch and Kilsyth, and she stayed with that club throughout, and be great if she can get into the A final. 28.44 on entry time. She should scoosh it without any problem. So very good start in lane 3 from Emma Scobie.
Pretty even across, isn't it?
Yeah. But you'll see maybe your camera angle just how far Emma Scobie gets out before she actually surfaces. Blythe Kinsman and Caitlin Ebbage. I've got the race between them there, 1 and 2. Emma Scobie 3 will be in the final on a 28.94, 28 dead. That's extremely fast. 28.40 for Caitlin. That's the third fastest time.
Oh, we
Emma
have
Scobie.
a joint 5th there. See where that sits.
So that's your provisional final. Jessica Lawton.
She gets in.
At the moment, she's looking good for a position. Katie Rose, Mary Wood.
15th, so no swim off at the moment anyway.
And Catherine Renfrew from that outside lane, managing to get herself in as well from one of the non-seeded heats. And we could have a swim off, Tony, as we've got 25th equal.
That's 25th, so we'll have a potential swim off for reserve.
So we slow things down by moving to 200 breaststroke. It's the male and open first heat in lane 2. Aidan Fothergill, Edinburgh University. 3, Nathaniel Reeve, Mount Kelly College. 4, David Annis, Wolverhampton School. 5, Fraser McIntosh, South Lanarkshire. 6, Jasper Hall, Newcastle Swim Team. And 7, Jack Kelso from Morpeth. Good start, good dive from David in lane 4. The times in this 2:26 through to 2:28. Just an A and B final for these guys to try and get into. We wouldn't expect too much from the first 2 heats.
Well, still be looking to get their best times, and a slight change in pace now from the 50 back. Aidan Fothergill.
32.03 for Aidan. They're a little between Aidan and David. Maybe just coming through to take it up as we're approaching the halfway mark. Fraser McIntosh, South Lanarkshire swimmer, in lane 5. Just about a body length off the leading 2. 108.60. 108.63 for Aidan.
David had done a he's done a 2:22 recently.
He's pacing around that time, Tony.
Swimming at the West Midlands event not that long ago, and so he'll be looking to try and get back to that level. Fraser McIntosh.
He's come through very strongly, Fraser.
He has.
36.68 that last 50. So he's in that sort of 222, 223 range.
It's good to have the three of them kind of racing each other here. They'll really push them on.
And David's now just pulled through, looking to get pretty close to that 222 he did earlier.
Yeah, but it's going to be a big uplift for both Nathaniel and Fraser if they can. Sorry, Aidan. Sorry. So they're 224 joints.
Yeah.
Between Fraser and Aidan, but 224.7. That's a 2 or 3 second improvement, Sam. So that's a nice start to the heats. There, some good swimming.
On to our second heat. Oliver Dodsworth, Newcastle swim team, goes in 1. 2, Jack Mitchell, University of Aberdeen Performance. 3, Finlay Davis, Midlothian. 4, Fraser Tetlow, Geary. 5, Louis Doubledam, Durham City. 6, Andrew Bertoli, University of Stirling. 7, Gregor Ross, City of Glasgow, and teammate Robson Miles goes in 8. 224s to 225s. Slow 224s to high 225s. Cracking start in lane number 6.
It really is, isn't it? So we've already seen him in the 200 IM this morning, I think, and the 100. Did the 100 fly? I don't think he did, but he is. Strong medley swimmer. He'll be doing this to fine tune into that medley, let alone the breaststroke itself, and he's looking very, very strong.
It'll be very interesting to see the time he does, whether he can get close potentially to a B final.
Yeah, I suspect this isn't an event he does very often, and it's not a training swim. That kind of doesn't give it the respect it's due, but it'll be something he does occasionally to really get that range of events for that 200 IM.
106 would make things interesting, Tony. Well, it is an interesting one. 106.41.
So where are you thinking that's going to land him, Robert? What's
that's
your?
Going to land him about 219.
That's not bad, is it? And there's A and B finals only in this 200 event. That is going to be peppering those A and B finals.
I think he's potentially looking good for a B final.
He's looking very good, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's a nice shot of him there. Very focused, very smooth, full stroke.
Looking for a 142 here. Yeah, 142.
So I think he's going to be faster than 19, you know. He's done 35. So possibly a 16 or a 17, and that definitely would start getting the swimmers ahead of him a wee bit nervous.
Yeah, the guys in 3, 5 and 6 will be thinking, right, we've got to give it everything.
So that's lane 3 is Finlay Davis, Midlothian swimmer. He's had a good meet this weekend. He'll be wondering what's going on here. He won't be. I think he's going to be surprised at how fast he's gone, Finlay, because and he does a 2:18.0. You weren't far off, Robert. 0.1, we'll give you that.
Yeah, I think you're
2:22 for Finlay.
Yeah, very good swim from the
couple of seconds improvement. He'll be pleased with that. Robson Miles, 2:24.74.
Okay, Ross just also inside his entry time. to the Glasgow swimmer in lane 7. Yeah, great swimming there from Andrew. So the seeded heats are on us. 1, Matthew Day, City Sunderland in 1. 2, Matthew Garrity, City of Glasgow. 3, Pierce Greening, University of Stirling. 4, Usain Cook. 5, Liam Davis. 6, Neil Maraski. 7, Charlie Trotman, all Edinburgh University. And 8, William Morris from Borough of Stockton. 2:10:50, Usain Cook is our fastest on entries. There's 4 swimmers under 2:20, and they'll have to go pretty fast to try and get themselves into that A final.
Yeah. Sheen, 200 is probably his favoured of the 3 breaststrokes. Won a 2:10 recently at Buck, so he's on good form. 3rd in the Irish Championships earlier in the year. He's now in his 3rd year, I think, at Edinburgh Uni. Training partner with Archie, who's over in Romania. And he's looking good at the moment. Lane 7 is Charlie Trotman, another Edinburgh University swimmer. And he's looking good as well, also in lane 5. So the 4 Edinburgh Uni swimmers from 4 through to 7. Sheen's definitely 1:02:37, so that's about 4 seconds up on Andrew Bertoli in the previous heat. So
yeah, 5 of them under the 1:06, with Matthew Garrity in a high 1:06. So 5 faster than Andrew's split. Usain Cook looking pretty impressive in this one, Tony. We're looking, if he keeps a strong pace going, maybe just around the 2:10 mark, bang on.
Get a good sense of that in this one. So 30 slowed the pace a wee bit.
Yeah, he has seized that a little bit.
But yeah, it's 2:11:12 territory if he can keep this going. And the others are all swimming about the same pace as him now, so it's about consolidating that lead. Claire will be chasing him. Still looking strong, Sheen.
They are flying. Matthew Garrity's split in 6th place is almost the same as Andrew Bertoli, so they all know that they've got to go something, even just to get into a B final.
I think he's spooked them up a bit, hasn't he?
He has indeed.
2:12, nice one, Sheen. And in comes Liam, and then Piers. Are they going to be? So they're both just under that time from Andrew, but only just.
Interesting, Matthew Garrity finished 5th, 2:18:82. So he'll get a B final, I'm sure, with that. But Liam Davis, Pierce Greening really had to give it everything there.
And we now move into Connor Mitchell in 1, Warren de Baas, Stefan Kravich, East Lothian in 2, Elliot Woodburn, Millfield in 3, Callum Melville, Uni of Stirling in 4, Philip Navaki, Collegio in Jersey in 5, Jay Manners, Derwentside in 6, Jacob Barnett from City of Sunderland in 7, Adam Bradley, City of Liverpool in 8, and I think a similar situation here with Stefan. It's not normally known as a 200 breaststroker, but his IM has improved a lot in the last year or two, and so this will be just to get a race pace, longer distance breaststroke, just to hone those skills, see what it feels like doing a 50 breaststroke in a 200 for his IM practice, I would think.
Indeed, and certainly well there. The whole field are having to really push this out.
Elliot Woodburn in the lead, not surprising. Elliot has won the 2 breaststroke events. No, he was sorry, he won the 50. So you'd expect him to be going out hard.
Philip Navaki going well in 5. And then Callum Melville, those 3 just pulling away a little bit. Stephen Kravitz and Connor Mitchell. Connor Mitchell winning the junior title, I think, on the 100 breast earlier in the week.
And he won the 50 as well. So we have the winner of the junior 150, and we've got the winner of the Open in Elliot Woodburn 150. So Rory Dixon, who's won the Scottish national titles, up next. So Elliot's just good swim here from Philip Nowacki. He had a good 100 swim last night. So he's swimming well. These guys are all going to be 212 to 215s, I think. Going well as well. Jay Manners in 6.
Callum Melville might have to settle for almost an outside lane.
Yeah.
The way things are going for the final. I think he'll be in the final.
Stefan is coming back at them. He's not going to catch them, but this has been a good swim. 2:14.7 for Philip.
Stefan Kravitz might be one of the fastest qualifiers for the B final on that.
Yep.
And Bertoli will certainly be back with 4 swimmers faster than him.
Getting tight around that 2:18.19 mark. We'll have to wait till we get the final confirmation, but still one race to go. And this one, Ben Rogers, University of Aberdeen Performance. Joseph Ashley, Cedar Liverpool in 2. Don Bissett, University of Stirling in 3. Teammate George Smith in 4. And another teammate Rory Dixon in 5. Joshua Mitchell, Edinburgh Uni in 6. Jadel Gaziri in 7. And Rogers Kringelis, City of Glasgow in 8.
Well, faster than 2:17 will get you in. Faster than 2:18 will put you in the margin in this one. Callum Melville in sort of dodgy territory in 6th place, 2:17.68 from that last heat. So these guys know what they've got to do. George Smith, only one under 2:10 on paper, 29.45 with Rory Dixon, Don Bissett turning together, 2nd and 3rd.
Won this event last year, George, and has had a good year on this one. 3rd in the British Championships at this event. Podium potential swimmer. So class act George, and he's looking strong. Rory Dixon, 2 Scottish titles already, aiming for a 3rd. But that's much faster than anything we've seen. 1:02.7. Keeps that up. He's going to be around the entry time that he set of 2:94. He did that just recently at the Buckshot course, so he's on good form. It was only about a month ago.
Rory looking good in 2nd place. Don Bissett just holding 3rd, coming down to the 150 mark.
He's really gone out strong here. That's another 33, so he's going to be around that 2:09, maybe 2:10, but I think he's one of these swimmers who's just going for it in the heat. He's not holding anything back. He's got pulling along Rory with him, which is going to help Rory. 2:10.7 entry for Rory, so he's only just over a second behind on entry, and he's sticking with him. These will be training partners, and he's sticking on his heels, Rory. That's a good swim, both of them in the morning. That's a good morning heat swim. 2:10.71, 2:12.13.
Yeah, Joseph Ashley flying in lane 2. I think he'll get himself into the final.
15-year-old Joseph.
That drops Callum Melville now into the B final, I think.
Good swim from Joseph. He won British Summer Champs in his age group early in the year, and he's pushed that through into the short course season. Strong swim for him.
And there you have 2:17 bang on. Elliot Woodburn just scrapes in.
So Andrew Bertoli did get into that B final, set that early standard, and hung on.
Stefan Kravitz also in there. Good swim from Finlay Davis Okay, he's only 22nd, but Conor Mitchell gets a reserve potential swim. Might actually see him tonight if we have a couple of withdrawals.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether any of these swimmers are looking to focus on other events.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll go out flat out, maybe in the morning if they're not going to be staying for this evening. So it's every possibility some of the swimmers in reserve position will be back this evening. So we move on to our 200 butterfly. N2, Ella Smith with Borough of Stockton. 3, Amber Netherway, Tadcaster. 4, Eva Gordon, Stirling Swimming. 5 is Gemma Brown from Carnegie. 6, Tia Aiken, University of Aberdeen Performance. And 7, Heidi Carr, Newcastle Swim Team. So 2 from the northeast and 1 from North Yorkshire in this one. Tia Aiken, Heidi Carr and Gemma Brown in 6, 7 and 5, and over in 2 Ella Smith 32.47, just shades that from the 3 on the near side here. Not to take it out too strong in the first 50, keep that rhythm going.
Yeah, it's a hard race to pace right 200 fly. If you just go out even a fraction too fast on these first 250s, it can really hurt later on in the event. And it's not a nice event to do when you're not right on it. Not a lot between them, it's pretty close so far. Oh, 0.6 between the top 4.
Gemma Brown runner up at East Districts in this one, finalist at the summer meet. He's well prominent at halfway. She's not 100% apparently, Tony, a little bit under the weather at the moment, but
not showing it now.
She may fade in the final 50, but she's giving it everything down the penultimate 50.
Yeah, Ella Smith, Borough Stockton swimmer, over on her own in 2. She's just ahead by a 10th.
Gemma's hanging in there. Carnegie lass, Tia Aiken, University of Aberdeen Performance with her. The 2 of them turned joint second. Eva Gordon with a late surge of Stirling lass in lane 4.
It looks like it's between Ella and Tia now, maybe. Who's got the push on this final 25? Ella's looking strong over there.
She is indeed.
I think she is going to be. She went a 2:31.5 at the entry time at the North England age group champs. That's Tia just getting it, I think. 2:29.08 and 2:29.24 for Ella. 2 seconds improvement for both of them on their entry. It's good to see. And Eva Gordon just gets in 3rd.
And the vast majority, all very close to their entry times. You're not always going to get PBs, Tony, but you want to get pretty close to that entry time.
That was
decent swims all round.
And happy birthday to Tia, who's just won that race there. 16 today.
So on to our second heat. All 8 go in this one. 1, Nadine Wilson, Borough of Stockton. 2, Alicia Goodbrand, Ithen. 3 is Zara Innes from Carnegie. 4, Isabel Fox from Derwentside. 5, Catherine Bodie, Geary. 6, Lizzie Didman, Mount Kelly College. 7, Erin Jones, Newcastle Swim Team. And 8, Lauren Anderson, West Lothian, Swim West Lothian. 2:26 to 2:30. So just around 3 1/3 seconds cover the whole field in this one. Yeah, a pretty strong start. Catherine Bodie from Geary. Catherine over on the far side, Nadine Wilson from Borough Stockton. See a lot of Borough Stockton swimmers up here, and this is one event that they relish doing. So she'll enjoy the that's the right word, doing a 200 butterfly. I'm sure she will enjoy it, Tony. Swimmers do enjoy doing butterfly once they're into it, and they can perfect those skills.
Something slightly odd about wanting to enjoy a 200 fly, but some do. It looks like at the moment, Isabel Fox from Derwentside certainly is.
108.12 at
medalist
halfway.
Medalist at the English summer meet.
Yeah.
Bronze medalist for Isabel in the 15 age group. And she's looking strong here. Catherine Body, the Gary swimmer. Little brother, I think did he win the junior Scottish title last? No, that's Callum Sinclair, but James did win that junior title yesterday. Can't remember which it was, but he did get himself a Scottish junior title. And it's Isabel Fox though. Her entry was at 2:26, so if she can keep this up, she's going to be good 3 or 4 seconds under that. Starting to look a bit tired now.
2:24 maybe. It is the pain barrier that you've got to get through in this final 50, but she'll find something down the stretch.
She's fighting it through, you can see she's keeping her rhythm though, it's looking good. Nadine Wilson over there in one is also sticking at it and coming through fast. Lizzie Dudman from Mount Kelly in this last 25. But no doubt about the winner of this heat, Isabel Fox. It was a 2:24. So a couple of seconds, nearly 2.5 seconds improvement for her. Catherine Body 2:29.16. And it was Lizzie Dudman just edging in a 2:29 point as well.
Nadine Wilson 2:29.40 inside her entry time, so as I said, Tony, she probably enjoyed the swim, getting a nice PB. On to the first of the 3 seeded heats. 1 is Alice Ward, Borough Stockton. 2 Heidi Wren, City Glasgow. 3 Sharon Talentine, Morpeth. 4 Lucy Grieve, University of Stirling. 5 Chloe Harris, Edinburgh University. 6 is an empty lane. 7 Isabel Wood, Edinburgh University, and 8 Molly Gould, City of Sunderland. Now Sharon Talentine from Morpeth off very strongly, entry time of 2:15.95, and she was the winner at the British Summer Championships. Another youngster with lots of potential. 29.18 at the first split. Lucy Grieve won't worry too much, travelling nicely in lane number 4.
Fantastic swim in the 100 last night, Lucy. Only just off her Scottish national record pace. But Sharon Talentire is taking the opportunity here to be pulled along by Lucy.
Lucy's stronger, probably over 50 and 100, but it's great to see that she's getting heavily involved in doing 200 as well.
Good conditioning for those events, just gives you a bit of a strength in the back end. Also started doing more freestyle, Lucy, as well. Good on the sprint freestyles. And she's looking strong, good form all the way through here, 34. So this one's not going to be too far off her.
No, maybe a second and a half over it.
2:11, 2:12 pacing.
Morpeth last 7. Going pretty comfortably. The rest of the field a long way back, Tony.
Yeah.
So something like a 2:20 might be good enough to get you into a B final.
Yeah, so very, very strong all the way through here from Lucy. She really kept that pacing all the way. 34, 34 last 2 50s and a 2:11.6. 2:15.5 for Sharon.
Just
pretty much on her entry, so she'll be pleased with that.
Yeah. And Chloe Harris, 2:23.23. Well,
good swim from Molly.
Yeah, Molly Gould, 2:26.83. So that 2:24.40 from Isabel. That might give her a wee chance of a swim
think so.
A B final, perhaps.
Yeah, you've got to looking at that.
And
Definitely.
this is what you find in the butterfly. You've got some fast entry times, but on the day sometimes it doesn't just go to plan, and
it's easy to get off on a fly. Once you lose half a second of pace, it can very quickly become 3 or 4. Maddie Cool in 1, University of Aberdeen Performance. Erin Taylor in 2, Finns. Stella McCarty, City of Glasgow in 3. Lucy Fox, Wickham District in 4. Coco Croxford, Stirling Swim in 5. Evie O'Halloran Hutchison, Derwentsside in 6. Becky Watson, Borough Stockton in 7. And Lucy Oliver, Borough Stockton in 8.
Another 2 Borough Stockton girls doing butterfly and the distance butterfly. Great to see this.
Distinctive boss caps.
Lucy Fox off to a strong start. 2:09.90 is an entry time. And you can see the legs comfortably coming out the water. Very strong leg kick.
Yeah.
And lovely rhythm to see. Coming through. 29.67 split.
European Junior Championship finalist last year, Lucy. Won the British Summer Champs as well for her age, only 17. So looking really good here, 102.8.
Scottish National Age Group champion in second place, Coco Croxford, going well.
She is. Very contrasting style between Coco and Lucy.
Coco on a 2:13.60. A lot of these times will be conversions from long to short course in some cases.
Yeah.
And sometimes find they swim that a little bit faster short course from a long course conversion if they can maximise those turns. 1:36.92 for Lucy.
Pacing faster than Lucy in the previous heat. Coco sticking with her though. 2:13 entry. She was medalist at the European Olympic Youth Festival in the summer. Won national age groups, so she's junior national squad member as well, and she's showing good form here. It's going to be under just over a 2:13 entry, but still a solid swim.
Stella McCarty, 2:15.40 entry time. She'll be lucky if she's around the 2:20 mark at the moment.
2:18 for Coco, that looked good over her entry, but still strong swim. Stella there at 2:22.
Yeah, and as I said in that previous heat, sub 2:20 is likely to, or a low 2:20ish, it was likely to be a B final. Some of these times a lot slower than the entry times. Erin Taylor 2:23.90. Actually was virtually on her entry time to finish 4th.
Final heat. Evie Mackey, South Lanarkshire in 1, Faye Rogers, University of Aberdeen Performance in 2, Amelie Bloxage, 200 fly from her in lane 3, City of Salford, Ciara Sloshan, Edinburgh Uni in 4, Shannon Stott, City of Sheffield in 5, Zara Keegan, University of Aberdeen Performance in 6, Niamh Savary, Newcastle in 7, and Alice Cumming, City of Glasgow in 8. Never seen Amelie do butterfly before, so but it's Ciara Sloshan, who's fastest qualifier in a 2:08 in this 200 fly, and we've already seen her on good form in the individual, second in both the 50 and the 100, behind Lucy Grieve, so she'll be looking to upgrade that one to gold today. She will be favourite for that.
Yeah, she's a wee bit better over the longer distances. As I said, Lucy's much better over the 50 and 100.
Yeah.
And,
but it's, she's been kept in company by Shannon Stott. Already had a strong swim this morning in the 200 free, Shannon.
Niamh Savary, the Newcastle 15-year-old, going particularly well. Zara Keegan in 6, and Faye Rogers over in 2. And I think from a few years back, I think Faye Rogers is also an ex-Borough Stockton swimmer, Tony.
Okay.
But someone down there, I'm sure, will tell us if that's wrong.
Yeah.
She is an ex-Borough Stockton swimmer.
Kira's not getting all her own though. So Shannon Stott, she has gone a 2:11 recently at the North East Regional Champs. And also just missed out in gold at British Summer Champs, so she's got good form and she's really pushing hard on Kira. Still, this is gearing up for an interesting final with Lucy, Kira and Shannon. They've really split the field though, look, it's over nearly half a length between them and the rest of the field.
The other three girls are swimming potentially for an A final here, Tony. I fancied Niamh Savaroy in 7. Zara Faye Rogers, I think, might
just touches it. Oof, didn't think that she'd got that.
Yeah, the three of them were giving everything. 2:20, 35, 30 and 91.
So
that puts them very much on the margin.
Nice improvements for Niamh Savaroy. 2:20 from a 2:23 entry, and Zara the same round about her entry. So it's going to be interesting to see who makes it through.
Well, there you are. 2:20 was good enough to get you into an A final.
Very close at the top there, there's 4 swimmers. And through to Becky.
So there you are, Isabel Fox. Well done, Isabel, from an unseeded.
Good on her.
Comfortably into the B final in 6th place.
Good stuff.
Evie Mackey, 2:26.80, is on the margin for a potential swim later on if someone pulls out. Still some good times from some of these girls further down. A couple more shows.
Now we move on to the next event, 309. This is the male and open 100 back. We have 5 heats. In this first heat, we have Lewis Lawler, City of Glasgow, Jacob Buchel, Union of Stirling in 3, Joseph Edgar, Derwentide in 4, Nikolai Sisnet, City of Glasgow in 5, and Brendan Johnson, University of Aberdeen Performance in 6. Nikolai Sisnet is a real talent, 13-year-old. He was, I think he was in the B final of the 50 back last night, or the C final. Got a Scottish age group record earlier in the weekend as well. So let's see how he gets on here. His teammate Lewis Lawler, also in this one. S14 podium potential swimmer.
Nicholas, isn't it? As Tony says, 58.26 entry time coming from the West Districts. A couple of months back at Tollcross, and comfortable winner of that. Looking pretty strong in this one, 27.57. And then Johnston trying to stick with him. And a good turn again from Nikolai.
Looking strong, isn't he?
He's
58.26 entry. He's going to beat that. 57.46.
56, yeah.
Very impressive from him. Still a bit of a raw talent, Nikolai, but he's
maybe a wee bit taller than most 13-year-olds, but he puts it to good effect.
He does indeed.
So at the moment, on to our second heat. We think they're all there. We have Ryan Ferguson in lane 1 from Edinburgh University. 2 is Adam Scott, Ren 96. 3, Andrew Sawkins, Newham. 4, Stephen Clegg, Edinburgh University. 5, Thomas Maskell, Derwentide. 6, Greer van den Mullen, Edinburgh University. His younger brother Logan, Stirling Swimming, is in 7, and 8, Luke McGee, City of Sunderland.
So no Stephen Clegg.
Lane number 8. So in fact we don't have Stephen Clegg. The rest all go in this one. See how Andrew Sawkins, the ex-Heart of Midlothian swimmer, now back in the water, enjoying his swimming. Goes in lane 3. No, well, Very interesting starts there from lanes 1, 2 and 3. Surfacing virtually on the margin. On the far side, Ryan Ferguson, Andrew Sawkins, Adam Scott, all sub 27.5, 27.12 for Ryan.
So Ryan is the son of Wilson Ferguson, back in the day a Scottish international backstroker, and he's showing his dad's form here out there in lane 1, Edinburgh Uni swimmer. And he's looking good, and he's going to take this one. Entry was a 58.15.
Very
56.9, so that's a nice improvement. Oh, it's over a second improvement for Ryan, so that's excellent swimming from him.
Luke McGee outside lane, Sunderland swimmer, 57.21, also takes virtually a second off, and third equal Adam Scott and Andrew Sawkins.
So that will put Ryan in the margins of a C final, if he can keep that going. No swimmer in 2 here.
So we move on to the first of the series heats. Lucas Brown from Elgin. Well, I was going to say Elgin, ex-Elgin swimmer. Now University of Stirling in 1. You see empty lane in 2. 3, Jamie Ferguson, University of Aberdeen Performance. 4, Robbie Hemmings, Bath University. 5, Charlie Brown, Loughborough University. 6, William Ellis, Borough of Stockton. 7, Fergus Thompson, Mount Kelly College. And 8, Callum Peebles, Estonian swim team.
So that 56.9 is the target for the C final, at least at the moment.
Yeah.
See how these guys perform. All bar 1 is entered under that.
Strong start by Hemmings. Hemmings using it as much off the wall as he can for his surfaces. William Ellis and Charlie Brown all very close at halfway, 25.71.
Nice swim, podium potential swimmer Robbie, Bath University, second year at Bath this year, and he's looking really strong in this one. Entry time 52.37. He's really taken this one by storming it through. And
second place maybe in lane 3, Jamie Ferguson, 54.82.
So 52.93, not far off his entry. Jamie, 54. Again, just over his entry, and William Ellis, 55.02, which is an improvement on his, so that's some good swimming. It's going to be tight, this, I think, across this A and B. Well,
maybe a low 50, sub 54 to get maybe into the B final.
So Andrew,
a chance of almost guaranteeing an A.
See how we get on this one. Andrew Brodie, Edinburgh Union 1. Charlie Poole, University of Stirling in 2. Matthew Cairns, Newcastle in 3. Matthew Ward back in the pool. Bath Union 4. Scott Gibson, Edinburgh University in 5. Lewis Maxwell, Derwentshire in 6. Adam Graham, Millfield in 7. Rhys Beckett, Newcastle in lane 8. Scott Gibson joint first with Robbie Hemmings last night in the 50. Matthew Ward was second in the 200 back. So he's dropping down to the 100 here.
Matthew Ward off to a strong start, Tony. And excellent turn has given him half a body length advantage over Scott Gibson.
European junior medalist, bronze medalist in this event. Won the Commonwealth Youth Games, became Scotland's most decorated performer at those youth games. 7 medals in total, 4 of them gold, and he's looking fab in this one. Has the Scottish junior record as well, 54.19. Too old for that now, but he's pushed that through. He looks very strong. He's making Scott look pedestrian, which doesn't happen very often. 51.30, that's 0.6 faster than his entry. 53.4 for Scott Gibson, who's just over his entry time. So Matthew Ward. And we've just heard Matthew Ward has got a Scottish record there, Scottish senior record, 51.30. Fantastic swimming in the heats from him yet again. Scott Gibson in second, Charlie Poole gets third.
Yeah, taken from no less than Craig McNally. That's been a long time coming.
That has been a very long time, that one.
It's one thing that Scotland have been crying out for, a very, very good backstroker. And hopefully we've now got that. So the first Scottish record to go this morning. 1, we've got Conor Massey, University of Aberdeen Performance. 2, Robert Burgess, Edinburgh University. 3, Conor Cherrington, Millfield School. In 4, Elliot Clogg, Loughborough University. 5, Jack Skerry, Bath University. 6, Jordan McPhail, Edinburgh University. 7, David Annis, Royal Wolverhampton School. And 8, Samuel Lawman from Tadcaster.
So that was 7 years and 1 day ago that record was broken by Craig McNally in this very pool. Well done, Matthew Ward. So he now holds the Scottish Junior and the Scottish Senior records.
Just has to find just over a second to take the British record from none other than Liam Tancock.
So will Elliot Clogg respond to that from Matthew?
So heat 5, lane 1, Conor Massey, University of Aberdeen Performance, lane 2, Robert Burgess.
Well, he's certainly got off to a nice strong start over in lane 1. Conor Massey well there, Conor Cherrington in 3. Good turns from the 2 centre lanes, Skerry and Clogg.
Also lane 8, Samuel Lawman, and you noticed as he turns here, he's on his side on the back turn. He's doing his maximising the streamline on his side and then onto his back. It's perfectly legal as long as you're at just on the angle that gives you further on the back than the front.
Very interesting to turn like that, Tony. You don't see it very often, but he's, as you say, perfect legal doing that.
So, Elliot Clogg, 52 points, so not quite at Matthew, but good swim from him. And we'll just confirm the 3 provisional finals.
You did say the 56.9 earlier on could scrape.
Oh, that's the final heat there. So here we go. Matthew through to Jamie Ferguson. It's quite a range, 3.5 seconds there on that one.
Yeah.
So that's to 10, wasn't it? Sorry. So to 16. Oh, just going back and forward a minute here. There you go. That's through to 24 is Luke McGee. So Ryan Ferguson has made it provisionally. Nicholas isn't it just missing out? He's first reserve, but may edge another final Nikolai if there are withdrawals, or we'll see. But still swims this afternoon as well.
Yeah. If he does get a swim in the C final and Fergus Thompson is also in that C final, that will be the contest for the junior title.
Ah, interesting.
That might well happen. We might
Let's
get
see.
another withdrawal. Who knows? We'll
so 100 IM female,
tonight.
5 feet.
Sarah Kravis is student swim team 1, 2 Daisy Bevan, Mount Kelly College, 3 Emma Price, Borough Stockton, 4 Charlotte Thompson, Midlothian, 5 Grace Noonan, Mulgan-Bearstown, 6 Gabby Freeman, Morpeth, and 7 Elegant Murray, Dundee City Aquatics. To the backstroke section. Operative level at the moment, Gabby Freeman maybe just shading it. Red Cat of Morpeth just, I think, with the advantage over Zara Kravis over on the far side. 18-year-old from East Lothian. Breaststroke might sort things out here.
Yeah, strong breaststroke Zara, so
Yeah.
she would expect her to come through.
Zara Kravis certainly motoring now. Excellent turn as well. I think she's got this one nailed. Third place, second place, Emma Price, the Borough Stockton swimmer. So Zara Kravis will take this. Emma Price very close for third, joint third. Charlotte Thompson and Gabby Freeman on 107.71, but 106.11.
That's peppering the C final as well.
Yeah.
So I think previous performance and patterns would suggest that if you get in early, you're likely to make it into that C final, but we'll see. It does rely on everyone in those last three heats swimming to their entry time, which is not always how it works. Although this 100 IM, it's not very often swum, so a lot of these swimmers' times will be potentially from this meet last year.
Yeah.
Once a year treat for some of these swimmers. I do like the 100 IM. No Coco Croxford in 7, no swimmer. So we have Erin Jones in 1, Evie Mackey in 2, Caitlin Frame in 3, Amy McLeod 4, Josephine Klein in 5, Heidi Wren in 6, and Perry Scobie. Sterling swimming in lane 8. Strong start, Josephine Klein and Heidi Wren. Heidi Wren will come out ahead after the backstroke. And she's motoring down the backstroke here. Josephine Klein, University of Stirling swimmer. Also going well, Perry Scobie from Stirling Swim here in lane 8. Evie Mackey, youngster from South Lanarkshire in 2. Here comes Josephine Klein coming back on Heidi, but these two have got themselves a bit of a gap. Maybe lane 8, Perry Scobie, who is a strong breaststroker, has come through well on that one. She's not that far off. 106.11 in the previous heat, that's what they'll be aiming for. Give themselves as good a chance as possible to get into one of these finals.
McLeod, a good breaststroke, put her in the mix.
And they do, 105.68.
Amy Mackey just gets up to take third ahead of Amy McLeod.
Heidi Wren and third place Evie Mackey. Josephine Klein, University of Stirling, the winner of heat number 2.
So that's Josephine really giving herself a good shout.
Yeah, Heidi Wren 106.23, just a little bit slower than Zara Kravis.
Yeah, so that'll be fine margins, I think.
Yeah. So first of the 3 seeded heats, 1 Nuala Gow, Geary 2 Ailey Robertson, South Ayrshire, 3 Rebecca Reid Aberdeen, 4 Anna Morgan Edinburgh University, 5 Caitlin Ebbage University of Stirling, 6 Lara Turner Aquajets Newcastle, 7 Faith Huda Edinburgh University, 8 Olivia Martin Mount Kelly College. Caitlin Ebbage on the butterfly, well away. Ailey Robertson in 2 and Anna Morgan also well up there.
Expect Caitlin Ebbage to force through on this backstroke. Medalist last night in the 100 back, and she does push through, and she's going to need to, because Anna Morgan's going to come back on this breaststroke leg, you'd expect. 0.8 between them. Let's see how that changes. In comes Anna. And it is Anna, but she's only just drawing level. This is gearing up to a cracking freestyle leg. Almost together.
Rebecca Reid, Ailey Robertson, Lara Turner all vying for third place.
Good turn from Caitlin there. Almost re-established the lead she had at the end of the backstroke. Anna pushing through, but it's going to be Caitlin. And she does. 103.48.
Rebecca Reid and Ailey Robertson under 106, 105.55, 105.69.
And that 105.68 from Josephine in heat 2. That's certainly looking...
Yeah, it looks good for at least probably a B final.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's only...
Anything sub 106 should probably get them into a B final.
Yeah, 16 swimmers left, and I think she's about 5th or 6th already,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think she's in. Marie Wood in 1, University of Aberdeen Performance. Mabley Collier, Repton College in 2. Sophie Davies, Millfield in 3. Katie Goodburn, Edinburgh Uni in 4. Seren Talentire, Morpeth in 5. Ellis Cousins from Perth City in lane 6 and 7. Susie McNair, Stirling Swimming, and in lane 8 we've got Anna Finlay from Derwent side. Katie in this one, second last year, just got edged out. Also got second at Bucks recently, so you've got the youngster, Seren Talentire. Seren, Katie on the breaststroke, you'd expect she got a really strong back end to this 100 IM, real strong breaststroker and freestyler, Katie, so she's showing that now. Seren, no, sticking with her.
That could be vital. Sophie Davis and Susie McNair. Sophie Davis probably third. As you say, Katie Goodburn, good back section, takes that 102.81, Seren 103.39, Sophie 104.67, Susie 105.17. I think they're okay for at least A's and B's.
Yeah. It's need to be in that A final. Susie a junior, if there are other juniors in it, you need to be in it to win it.
Yeah, low 106 is probably going to get you into the B final now, Tony.
Okay. So Zara in that first heat should be okay. Emily Maxwell, Derwent side in 1. Louise Edmonds, Edinburgh Uni in 2. Drew Mackenzie, Edinburgh Uni in 3. Isabella Hindley, Loughborough in 4. Holly Widows, Libby in Mount Kelly in 5. Libby Freeman, Morpeth in 6. Holly Marshall from Repton in 7. And Morven Adams, Dundee City Aquatics in lane 8.
Hindley and well, there is a wee bit to do here in lane 5. Well, Hindley has this pretty well wrapped up now, Tony. Best part of body length clear, but Holly Widows now coming through strongly in the breaststroke section, as is Louise Edmonds and Libby Freeman to get themselves into the mix here.
So it's a clear winner, very close for third though, and that third race is going to be pretty important for which final to get into. 102.12, Holly 103.34, Libby and Drew Mackenzie just 900ths apart.
I think Drew Mackenzie is going to drop into the B final.
And that's confirmation of that heat.
Well, she might just scrape into the B final. Drew Mackenzie in last place. She does indeed. 104.58, just ahead of Sophie Davis.
Emily Maxwell.
And Zara Kravis just the moment missing out on the C final for her. Evie Mackey and Nuala Gow, potentially provisional reserves. And
so that's the target then this afternoon. 107.2 possible, I would say.
Yeah.
So we will have to wait and see.
We will indeed.
So we're rattling through these races this morning.
We certainly are, Tony.
Now, final event of the morning's event, swimming.
It's been pretty fast and furious. We've not really had much chance to have any additional banter as we sometimes do, Tony.
I think those listening will be delighted about
I'm sure
that,
they
Robert.
are. I'm sure they are. Yeah. It might be a little bit different in the afternoon.
That's no way of encouraging people to
No.
return, Robert.
Yeah, indeed. But there'll be some exciting swimming to look forward to this afternoon, as there still is this morning. 5 more heats, male and over, 400 metres freestyle. And we have an empty lane in lane 5. So in lane 1, Tom Jeffers, friend 96. 2, Oscar Chirnside, Geary. 3, Ed Brown, Anik Dolphins. 4, Kai Connolly. Hopefully he'll last the race. City Glasgow. 5 is empty. 6, Panos Angelakis from Heart of Midlothian. And 7, Leighton Burr. University of Aberdeen Performance. Well, Kai Connolly did the 15, well, he entered the 1500 and unfortunately about halfway through just had a bit of distress and sadly pulled out. So we'll wish him well in this one. It's good that he's back.
Yep. Just
feeling he can at least try and have a bash at this. I won't expect anywhere near the entry time, but fingers crossed he gets through the race without any problems.
He's looking good. Ed Brown's gone out fast. Entry time here 4:13. And Anik Dolphin swimmer, high loping, breathing to the right every turn, every breath. Quick sneak to the left there, getting an extra breath in before the turn. And Tom Jeffers is slightly faster on that 50, so he's just pacing this slightly steadier than Ed Brown. Tom Jeffers, the Ren 96 swimmer, who's second in the Scottish Summer Meet in this age group. Only 15, Tom. Did the time he's entered in a 4:15 at West Districts, which he won. So he's got good form in this one, and he's just on a level with Ed Brown as they go 2:01.21 at the halfway. And this is going to be sub 4:10 if they can keep this up.
Yeah.
This is the really important 100 in the 400, this third 100.
Yeah, it's the keep yourselves awake and don't fall asleep. Make sure you keep this going over the 5th and 6th lengths.
Quite a lot of swimmers do take it relatively steady, easy, fast for the first 200, and then the third one is when they really push through, because you know then you've only got 100 to go. You don't want to over-egg it, but it can be a really important phase of the 400 freestyle. After that fast start from Ed, he did calm down a wee bit, but he's looking really strong. We'll see whether it's him picking up the pace or the others are just dropping off from him. As 300.
Well, he's certainly going very strongly, Tony. You're probably bang on sub 4:10 for Ed.
Swimming about half a second fastest, but Panos is doing well in lane 6. The Heart of Midlothian swimmer. He's the fastest in the pool at the moment, Panos.
A new name on me, Tony.
Yep. He's just come through in the last year or two. Will be training in this pool semi-regularly.
Yeah.
And he's really come back strong on Tom Jeffords. And it's all to play for between those two.
Yeah, he's picked his travelling about a third of a second faster. There might not be much between them at the end.
Yeah.
Ed Brown, you kind of think that he's certainly going to be under 4:10 now.
You've got to think so. This is a really, really strong swim from Ed, Anik Dolphin swimmer. You could see at the beginning of this race, he was gunning for it. He's now switched sides where he's breathing to the left. And he comes in and he does, 4:09.78. You're going to get under 4:10.
Very impressive, yeah.
That's a great swim from him. You'll be delighted with that. 4:13 for Panos Angelakis. Just on his entry time, just under. And Tom Jeffords also under his entry time. So all three swimmers at the front there improved on their entry. Biggest improvement was Ed Brown, 4:09.78. He should be pretty pleased with that.
And just like to say well done to Kai Connolly completing the race. Okay, don't worry about the time, but well done. And getting through that. 1 is Sirargulan, Wanderbass Club in the second heat. 2 is Joshua Robinson, Derwentside. 3, James Borey, Geary. 4, George Turner, Newcastle Swim Team. 5, Jack Simpson, South Lanarkshire. 6, Alexander Bell, Glasgow University. 7, Zach Slater, East Lothian Swim Team. And 8, Benjamin Beale, Derwentside. Strong start in 7 from Zach Slater.
Yeah, Zach just at the recent East Districts, had a very strong 400. He went a 408 in that one. It was got third place. Swam really well, and he's off strong here. 26.54. That's a swift start.
There's the field all pretty well together. Other than maybe lane 8, Benjamin Beale, the 13-year-old from Derwent side, just a little bit off the pace. Jack Simpson, South Lanarkshire swimmer, coming through. Third recently at West Districts finals at the summer meet and at nationals.
So still Zach, 57.14, so just a half a second up on the previous heat.
Still maintaining a half a metre advantage, still over on the far side. Cedar Bullen, Joshua Robinson, James Bodie, all well there.
Yeah, not a lot between the second, third, fourth and fifth, and only Zach's only a second up on them, but they're all swimming pretty much the same pacing here. 31 mid, but there's nothing between those four swimmers. Almost stroking together over there, all breathing to the right every second stroke here. 1:59.87.
Pacing well within himself at the moment, Zach, and looking good to get inside that time that he did recently at East Districts, 4:08.15.
2:06.7 pace, I think, if he can keep these 3300s up. And he's been pretty regular at 31.5 for every 50 he's swum in the last couple of hundreds. So let's see if he can keep that going. Really impressive swim. Yep, 31.2, so he's 62.5 hundreds. So it's going to be potentially under that 4:05. And a really, really strong swim from him.
Be interested to see if James Bodie can pick it up substantially in the last 100 or so. Looking best of the rest over that far side at the moment.
Pretty close though, isn't it? Cedar Gullen in lane 1 is keeping with them. That's just a really strong swim from Zach. He's getting faster, you know. He's getting faster.
Other three all pacing very similar splits, 32 seconds.
This is going to be a 4:03, 4:04, I think. He's just really ramping it up. And there's nothing between the three swimmers in the far side. They are absolutely together. Cedar coming out the turn stronger, but then James and Joshua pull back in the swim. Let's see what Zach can do. Still on that 31. If he can do a 30 point, it's going to be a 4:04, which is really impressive from Zach.
Cedar going fastest at the moment, but James Bodie now gets to work in the latter stages.
James has just put the burners on, look at that.
Yeah.
That 15 metres into the wall, he just went.
It wouldn't surprise me if he's sub 30 in the last one. But Zach's
coming back though. Look at this one back.
Really
oh wow, 4:02.34. What a swim from him. That is super. Oh,
yeah,
James Bodie does it.
Also under 30 seconds to take second, 4:06.71. Very good swim from him. Takes over 2 seconds. What a swim from Zach. I don't think anybody would have expected him to take another 5 seconds off that.
He's really on fire at the moment, Zach. That's a super swim, and he is peppering B final territory. These guys in the last two heats will have to go some, and the third heat. What a swim.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that. James Bodie, junior swimmer, junior Scottish swimmer. There's not that many of them left.
Nope.
In fact, I'm not sure there is any.
Well, other than Evan Davidson.
Oh well, just Evan.
Just Evan. He's kind of special talent, potentially. But that take nothing away from what James did in that last heat. Good PB. Maybe Evan Davidson's not taking part in this further down. And that will mean that
I'm not sure he is, so I think that could be junior title. Another one for James Body. He's having a cracking meet.
Yeah, heat 3. Joseph Ashley, City Liverpool 1, 2, Benjamin Thorpe, Newcastle Swim Team, 3, Brodie Gordon Gibson, Edinburgh University, 4 is Scott Fleming, South Lanarkshire, 5, William Gurler, Borough Stockton, 6, Oscar Dodds, Leicester, 7, Aidan Turner, Newcastle Swim Team, and 8, Ben McLaughlin from Geary. 2 middle lanes, William Gurler and Scott Fleming. Scott Fleming was just leading at the first 50, 56, 58, just a wee bit faster than previous swim from Zach. And Scott looks pretty comfortable at the moment.
He does. I think in the national age groups earlier in the year, Brodie did edge him out, Scott Fleming, but Scott swum faster since. So these two are reappraising that match off from Snags. And it is still Scott, 157.81, so he's up on Zach Slater a couple of seconds, so these guys are looking to go under 4 minutes, I would be thinking.
Yeah.
Putting even more pressure on the final 2 heats.
Yeah, I'm sure both of them are keen to get under that 4 minute mark.
Yeah.
It's a psychological barrier.
Oscar and Aidan still there as well. Not that far off the Aidan Turner, the 14-year-old. Pretty sure he was in the final heat, the 1500 last night. Very fast arm stroke rate for Aidan. But he's sticking with him.
Fleming will realise that Brodie's gone past. He won't want that gap to increase very much more.
That third 100, that's Brodie really picked up on that 50 there.
And, pace just dropped a wee bit.
And Oscar coming through. That was fastest 50 there was Oscar Dodds.
Yeah.
The Leicester swimmer. Jersey international.
Brodie Gordon Gibson, can he get under 4 minutes?
It's going to be tight, isn't it?
It is going to be very tight.
Still. Let's see where he goes. He's got to get under 30 for this last 50. Oh, he's going to pick up by a second, isn't he?
Well, he's got to find something special.
Oscar Dodds is pushing him hard though, so this could be just what the both of them need. Pushing each other on. Long rangy stroke from Brodie. Had a good 100 fly earlier on. Has he got it? Legs on. He's kicked off hard off the wall. This is going to be very close. Is he going to make it? It's going to be so tight. Oh, and he does. Well done, Brodie.
Didn't look as though he was doing a heck of a lot there in the water.
Deceptively powerful swimming from Brodie. I think he would probably be quite upset if you told him he wasn't working hard, Robert.
I didn't say he wasn't working hard, I just said it didn't look as though just so much power under the water.
So those three are going to put the next 2 heats under pressure. Especially that time from Brodie. Let's see what these swimmers have got. 2 circle seeded heats in the 400s. Josh Denham, Newcastle in 1, Jude Lydiard, Edinburgh Uni in 2, Arthur Logan, Edinburgh in Uni in 3, Alexander Sargent, Millfield in 4, Luke Hornsey in 5, Edward Whittles, Chelsea and Westminster in 7, Tom Robinson, University of Aberdeen Performance in lane 8.
So Brodie's back tonight, guaranteed, since we were no show in this one.
Good spot. I think he'll be happy about that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
He may not have planned on swimming 2 400 freestyles today, but I'm sure he'll be delighted to have another shot at it. This should be a good one. Alexander Sargent. He won the 1500 last night. Went out really hard suffered a wee bit on the back end of that, but he still did enough to win. So nothing no between them. Jude Lydiard, Arthur Logan, Alexander Sargent and Luke Hornsey. Luke Hornsey, junior national squad member. Arthur Logan is a senior academy member at Edinburgh University, based out of Brighton originally, but has Scottish family members, and he's possibly just ahead in this one. Did this time at the Bucks Championships. It was a good PB for him, and he was 9th in that one. And he's turning. So the three of them are maybe pulling away from Jude Lydiard.
First four well clear though, Tony.
They are. Lane 1 trying to hang on, Josh Denham. But now Alexander Sargent just showing his experience here. 1:53.07, so that's quite a bit faster than the previous 4 seconds, nearly 5 seconds up on the previous heat. So if he's going to keep that pressure up, he's going to be sub 350, which is what his entry time is. So pacing is different from his 1500 last night. He really went out hard on that 1500. He looked like he was just giving it a go and seeing what he had in him. And on this 400, he's looking very strong, pulling away from the others. Luke Hornsey and Arthur Logan, Edinburgh Uni squad mates. They'll be training regularly together in this pool. Luke coming from East Lothian, one of a talented pool of teenage swimmers from East Lothian.
Yeah, there's every chance Zach Slater, 16-year-old from East Lothian, who swam earlier on, might even sneak into the B final here, Tony.
Looking at it along these pacings, isn't he?
Because Tom Robinson is certainly dropping back, and it's a question of whether Edward Whittles in 7 can get inside that 4:02.34. He still looks as though he should be.
It's good to hear, but let's see where we get to with this one.
Front.
50 to go.
Yeah.
Still Alex, then Luke, then Arthur.
Yeah,
Luke's the fastest in the pool. He does have a fast finish, Luke, and he's decided he wants to give Alex. Alexander has eased off quite considerably, and Luke's decided to give him a run for his money, kicking off the wall. I think Luke's taken that policy of you just go flat out or as hard as you can, and he's coming in strong. His entry time was a 3:52, and he's under that, 3:50.64 for Alexander Sargent. Luke Hornsey, 3:51.35, improves his entry, as does Arthur Logan, 3:52.59. So these guys weren't hanging around.
Lillard also inside entry time on 3:54. So Tom Robinson, 4:02.98, is actually slower than Zach Slater.
It's going to be tight.
There is a slim chance Zach Slater could sneak in potentially last position here. We do have all 8 going in our last heat. So Jacob, they all know what they've got to do. Sub 4 minutes or better. Jacob Mills, City Leicester in 1. Finn Drysdale, Perth City 2. Jack Munsey, University of Stirling 3. Kieran Bird, Bath University 4. Isaac Dodds, Collegiate Jersey in 5. Cameron Travis, University of Aberdeen Performance in 6. 7. Sean McCann, City Glasgow, and in 8. Henry Baker, University of Stirling.
So these guys all know what they need to do.
Yeah, sort of mid 350s, you'd probably guarantee them the final. Anything worse than probably a high 4 minutes might not get them back for a second swim.
Jack Munsey going well, second in the 1500 last night. He's had the 2 Scots in the heat before him Luke Hornsey and Arthur Logan go into the 352s, and 351 for Luke, so I'm pretty sure Jack will want to have good race this morning to try and edge back to them. Good to have the three of them all swimming pretty much together in times at this 400 and 800s, and they're pushing each other on, and Jack's definitely gone out strong in this one. Kieran Bird, of course, got that British record in the 800 earlier on. You've got to think he's swimming within himself here.
Jack will be keen to try and get as close to the middle lane as he can, though.
Yeah, still on Jack's shoulder. I suspect Kieran is going to go. I'm predicting a negative split 400 here from Kieran.
So 1:55.05. I'll let Tony explain that one to everyone listening. The negative split.
So the second half of the race being faster than the first, and it does happen, very rarely in anything under 200. It can happen in a 4, often does happen in an 8 and a 15, where the swimmer just paces it nice and strong in the first half and then launches themselves into the second half. And sometimes just a tactic to test your resilience at the back end, working hard as you can. Not often done when you're swimming at your peak, but can be done in swims like heats and others. He's looking very comfortable, doesn't he?
Looking pretty good now. 9:43. Cameron Travis has certainly picked up.
Cameron had a good back end to his 1500 last night. He really did swim fast all the way through. He was catching Jack, and he did a big improvement last night. Cameron Travis was about 20-second improvement on his 1500, so good back end for him here.
Well, Kieran Bird's got to go something like a 27.5 to negative split, Tony, after doing a 29.61. I don't think he's
not
quite
really
going to
too far off it.
Cameron Travis is motoring.
He really is motoring, isn't he? He's got Jack Munsey in his eyesight.
Jack Munsey, I think, just hanging on to take second. Well, not quite.
Cameron edges him.
Yeah.
52.86 there, 53.65 for Cameron. Jack Munsey just over that. So we're going to have Alexander Sargent's going to be the fastest qualifier for the final. I think Luke Hornsey second.
Yeah,
maybe Arthur Logan third, actually.
Yeah, the first 4 home are all in the final.
Not going to be the centre lanes though.
No, certainly not. So Finn Rysdale scrapes into the A final, and that's provisional, of course. That's the provisional B final.
So
and Brody gets in under 4 minutes, and Scott Fleming and Zach Slater at the moment might be back.
Maybe back.
So that's everything covered other than a backstroke swim off. So
just a CC.
Just the 2 swimmers taking part in this one.
So just working out what position that they're swimming off for. This is for the
reserve spot.
Second reserve for the C final.
Yeah, first and second reserve. That's
first reserve is already Layla Pimlet. Oh no, so it's Layla and Ellis. So yeah, first reserve for the C final. So this could be quite important because there's a chance that somebody will withdraw from those 50s late on in the meet.
30.260 they went, so they'll go faster, we know that.
Well, they will, and I'm pretty sure their entry times into this meet will have been faster than that.
Yeah.
29.98 for Ellis, and Layla was a fast, she did a PB this morning, but Ellis has got a faster time, under 30. It's a very tight finish here, as ever with a swim off. It's going to be almost, and I think Layla's going to take it. 30.01, another
PB for her.
improvement for Layla. Sneaking close to that 30 point, maybe she will get a chance this evening to get under that 30 seconds. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's an exciting end to the morning swimming.
Well, that would have got her into the C final. It wouldn't have got Ellis into the C final. She'd have still been second reserve.
So that's us finished for this morning swimming. Yeah. We resume this afternoon with the slow heats of everything you've just seen, plus some heats of 1500, 3 or 4 of them. Next session begins at 12:45. And so we look forward to seeing you for that. If you aren't going to be joining us in the afternoon, final start 5:30 I think this evening. So we'll see you back then. So from Robert and myself, have a good rest of the day. And we'll see you later on for some more swimming.
Bye-bye.